What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kakarot, bringing you a Dragon Ball Super Episode 54 review and prediction. Now, this I would say is probably a top 3 favorite episode of mine thus far in the series, and I will get more into that very shortly. The title of this episode, The Heir of Saiyan Blood, Trunks' Determination. We start off the episode with Trunks kind of doing a visualization battle in his head, preparing for Goku Black. The battle is near, he says. He sees himself in a visualization of him fighting Black. Even in his dreams and his visualization, he still cannot piece together how he can beat Goku Black, as he is just far more powerful than him at this point. We get to the Capsule Corp laboratory where they have finally come up with enough for a round trip. So I would expect that in the next episode, possibly. And they're talking about Zamasu and how he's not black. They don't think he's really black. They think he's kind of they don't think it's the right person. Goku's kind of like, I really can't imagine him being that bad of a guy. Now we're going to get to that in a second because I disagree with that. They only seed Zamasu at first, so he wouldn't stand a chance against Goku, who's fought me. Trunks comes to find out that, Goku has fought Beerus, and just a lot has happened in the previous time. So, and once again, Goku said he even fought the God of Destruction. He's even amazed by what Goku has done. So, Trunks asks himself, which is a very important question to ask himself, is there even a need for him to fight? He's kind of just giving up hope on himself and just kind of just thinking they could just beat him for me kind of thing. And Vegeta, this looks like a very fat-faced Vegeta. His mouth is stuffed with food. He could see the lack of warrior spirit in Trunks, and he could tell that it's kind of getting to Trunks. So we all knew this was coming, and this part is badass. So he's like, come with me if you want to live, or come with me if you want to lift. He's going to train you. That is incredible. They've done it before. They're going to do it again. Now, the tea here, I've kind of noticed he was the master of making tea when his mind was like free, and now his mind's a little conflicted, so the tea is somewhat bitter now, and he blames it on the leaves. So I kind of pieced those two things together. And now we're starting to see what I think is a darker side to Zamasu. Just recently, this new planet, some human beings emerged there, and he's kind of turning evil. We're seeing a very darker side of Zamasu. He wants to clean them up while we can. And he asks, what do you mean? And Zamasu's like, exterminate them, of course. So we're getting a very darker side of Zamasu. That's definitely something different we haven't seen before. And he's even letting him give him a chance to say maybe they might change. We'll look 1,000 years into the future. Very well. You're so adamant about it. Let's have a look. And here we go with the magical box. And we see the time rings again. As the name implies, it's a ring that allows you to move freely through time. We can only go to the future and then back to the own world. Now, he did ask if you could go in the past. He says it's not possible, and if it was, it's deemed pretty much illegal and not supposed to do it. Very naughty. So then we finally get our explanation of these rings. They were born from history being changed and different worlds being created. Another ring just appeared on that top row just a few weeks back. Now, who can use the time rings? Those who have been granted the title of Kaioshin. So he cannot go because he is only an apprentice. Now, this is where things kind of start piecing together. He's temporarily promoting him to a Kaioshin. And now, let's see. We have Zamasu here. He has the left earring in place. His ki is turning kind of dark. And to be perfectly honest, he wants to extinguish the humans because he feels that they are just kind of useless and barbaric and I'm starting to see some very resemblance to Black here. So let's just move on here. And now we get to the badass part, my favorite part of possibly the series, because I love flashbacks, because that's where everything started. So he say you may be just trash, but you're better than nothing, I suppose. So I guess he kind of is. He said he could have got where he was, but not as fast if he didn't have Trunks. So Trunks is pretty much better than nothing. And then he shows his ascended form. Look at this is a Super Saiyan who has transcended beyond that of a Super Saiyan, which is what it should have said. So that look is incredible. That was an amazing transformation. And then Trunks says, all right, bro, it's go time. And this is present time in Dragon Ball Super. The flashback is over. Trunks powers up. I'm not digging the skinny look. I'm not digging the short hair, but Trunks powers up. And he said, come at me with the same style as Goku-san using Super Saiyan 3. Now, I think they missed a very comedic point here of the fact that Vegeta could never go Super Saiyan 3. It would have been kind of funny if Vegeta got kind of angry that he said Super Saiyan 3, because he was never achieved Super Saiyan 3, but Trunks assumed he had Super Saiyan 3. So I think they missed a comedic point here where they could have kind of poked fun at Vegeta, which they like doing, obviously. And Vegeta just says Super Saiyan 3 is for babies. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, as stated in this translation. And Trunks says you shouldn't underestimate me. Now this is where it gets awesome, because if you know who I am and know what I'm about, I've already said my favorite Super Saiyan transformation is Super Saiyan Grade 3. I did not see this coming, and I literally leaped out of my seat yelling when I watched this yesterday. There it is, dude. I flipped out because I thought we would never see Super Saiyan Grade 3 again, and we did. And this is literally this is my desktop background, and I literally flipped out like a little kid. So that's why this is probably my favorite episode. I love this transformation. It's just a useless bulking transformation for you bodybuilders out there. He's bulking, and that is I just love this transformation. I don't know why. I love the whole cell fight and everything. So even Vegeta says, are you still relying on that sluggish transformation? We know how crappy it is. Trunks, using his brain, leads Vegeta to think that he's using that. As Vegeta swings, he ends the transformation to gain his speed back to try to catch Vegeta off guard. This just pisses Vegeta off, and Vegeta just beats Trunks into the ground and finishes him off with some punches. He's strong, far too strong, and Vegeta just beats up his own son really bad, really, really bad. So Trunks just says, what's the point? They could defeat Black. Who cares? Why should I train? And that's pretty much what he says, and there's no need for me to become stronger. This pisses Vegeta off, being a warrior, and that is his son. That's his son punking out. He says, is defeating Black your only goal? There are enemies you've yet to face. The universe's strongest. If you are my son, I will not allow you to lose to anyone. And he goes and cheap shots his dad. His dad did say if he can land one hit on him, he wins the fight. Trunks, this was a bitch move, but I guess this is called karma for Vegeta doing this to Goku in the Majin Buu saga. So, and he rubs it in and says, I landed a hit on you. Vegeta gets pissed off and storms away. And before that, though, he does say, I will surpass you. So, pisses him off even more. Thank you so much, Father, as he walks away. Now, towards the end of the episode, we get what I considered to be the biggest cliffhanger of the series. I literally yelled out loud, are you kidding me? As I pretty much knocked over my Diet Pepsi. We get a call as Whis is cooking what looks to be some pretty damn good stir fry for Beerus here. And their phone, his wand, starts ringing, and he kind of picks it up and just blatantly just yells, we're busy, call us back later. He doesn't know who's on the other end, and it's the king of all. I don't like how many K's they use there. That could piss some people off, but he says the king of all, and Beerus pretty much craps his pants. "You are having a nice day, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule." Like sucking up to his boss at work, you know? It's pretty funny. I thought it was really, really funny. He says, "I want to meet Son Goku." They're like, "Oh my god." Like, they don't run. Goku's too much of a child in Dragon Ball Super, and they're afraid of what he will do. Now, that was a cliffhanger because it went right to the credits after this. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? You can't just stop right there. Why does he want to see Son Goku? I know you originally liked Son Goku because he was not afraid of him and he wasn't kissing his ass possibly, but who knows. But we see a little clip now. There's a little two-part thing here coming up really quick. This will be episode 55, The King's Calling. We see some Supreme Kai, Kabuto Kai, and Goku's kind of just saying, "I'm kind of busy." What is the king of all is calling him, and Goku's just like, "I'm kind of busy. What does he want?" Like, Goku just says is oblivious to the world, and he's oblivious to everything in Dragon Ball Super pretty much. So next time in Dragon Ball Super, we will be introduced to a new character as well, and the title is "I Want to Meet Son Goku, See a Summon from the King of All." And that episode is going to be kind of Goku meeting up with the King of All. So there's not much to go up on that episode, and they even gave a very cool preview of Frieza has arrived. The past battle with Frieza is reborn in a new work, Future Trunks Special Edition, airing at 9 p.m. on August 27th. That's going to be cool. I know Geekdom already talked about it. It's not going to be anything that special, but it's going to be cool to see it. So that's going to do it for this episode. It was awesome. We got to see Super Saiyan Grade 3 again. I was so stoked about that. I'm not even kidding. I literally jumped up and was like, I can't believe it. When you see your favorite transformation again that's gone forever, you just kind of flip out. So that was awesome. So next episode's going to be, kind of just going to be, I don't think there's going to be much action. It's going to be mainly some transitions and stuff. So now it's going to be still going to be exciting. So that's going to do it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. I loved this freaking episode. This was one for the books. So that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, tell a friend, subscribe. Peace out. Bye. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. Right. Bumper.